Hi, I'm Courtney Eckerly here in the Media Center at MarketingSherpa Summit 2017, and with me I have Ginger Shimp, who's a marketing director at SAP, and Dan Briscoe, who is a VP of marketing at HCSS. And Dan, you are our Best in Show winner for the Marketing Sherpa Awards this year, and Ginger, you're the Reader's Choice. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
So just to start off, kind of throw it back for me and just tell me how each of you became acquainted with Marketing Sherpa for the first time.
Wow, absolutely. So I have been following Marketing Sherpa, getting their emails and reading, articles and blogs and downloading content for at least 4 years. It may go back beyond that. I'm just benchmarking from something that happened in my professional life. And I've seen the contest before. Clearly, I've been to the summit before, and this year it just all of the planets aligned for us. One of my VPs came over, and he also was a fan. So,
kind of the same thing. I've been reading content 6-7 years, and I've seen the summit. I always wanted to attend, but I saw the application last year for one of the. We had just come off doing one of our really cool contests, and so we applied on a whim, and we're lucky enough to be selected, and came to the conference, and now I'm not going to miss it.
And Dan, you actually won the Reader's Choice last year.
We were one of the finalists. We didn't win it, but we were one of the finalists. So we got to come and present, and then had a different one to submit this year.
So did that motivate you to come back this year and reapply and go for the gold?
It did. I actually was sitting out in the audience watching the Best in Show and thought, in 2 years I want to apply for that and see if we can win it. And kind of on a whim, just applied this year and got lucky enough to win it.
So how was the awards process for you? You know, the application and then once you found out that you were selected?
wow. So I told you one of our VPs, his name is Eric Martin, and he runs our account-based marketing program and was very familiar with a campaign that I had just led and was just pressuring me to enter it because he thought that much of the campaign was very flattering. But I told him I was doing things like putting leads in pipe and KPIs, and he said, no, enter. And I said, and now I'm prioritizing this. And of course, I procrastinated a little bit. It was not the easiest process to get through, but I found the questions were spot on. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here, right? But they were the things that I would be asking if I were looking at a campaign and saying I would like to replicate that. So that I thought was great. And then afterwards, I just have to say you guys have been fantastic. From the moment you got the application, the bounce back emails were, spot on. Hey, we got it, we're looking at it. And then from the moment that we found out that we were a finalist on through until showing up today, we have just been pampered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very similar comments. It was a good system. It wasn't the easiest thing to fill out, but I like that because that gives you what you want. That's what I found last year. Is these are really good best practices that people have, and they're fully vetted. So I liked it. And then once we won, that was kind of the highlight of the year that we were able to win that. And putting the presentations together, things like that. So it's very professional. We're actually looking at kind of doing some of the same things in our industry, and we're going to steal a lot of the stuff that you guys do. Very good.
So you're right. You guys are busy trying to run the campaigns that you win awards for. Why take the time out of your day and your schedule to apply for the Marketing Sherpa Award? What's special for you about the Marketing Sherpa Award?
Wow, that's a great question. So, and it's a little bit of a personal answer. Right before our campaign started, our VP came to me and she asked me if I would lead a thought leadership campaign. And sorry, but I told her, yeah, my mom raised an idiot, but that was my brother. I know at the end of this year, you're going to be asking me for results. And she told me what campaign she wanted me to run. And I immediately saw that it was a thought leadership campaign, but it didn't need to stop there. And so when it came time to enter any kind of a competition, but especially the MarketingSherpa, which by the way, I just love the name, she was just in the forefront of my mind, and I actually felt that I owed it to my VP, her name's Michelle, to do the best I could, because it was her vision that was driving this. She let me own it, she let me run with it, do with it what I want, make it mine. She gave me permission to do my own job, but you know, I had to enter it on my own time, right? So the hours of doing the research and so forth to get all of our results in. Fortunately, we have a great team of people who are tracking results. But there were some things that we weren't tracking that I needed to track in order to enter the competition. And I just felt that I owed her, because she had confidence enough in me to hand over a campaign that meant so much to her.
Again, very similar, but I felt like I owed it to my team. I've got 25 marketers that are world-class, doing really good work, don't always get the recognition that they deserve. Inside of our company and outside, and so it was one of those. It's I felt good. I liked winning it, but it was really for them to get to showcase some of their work and get it on a national stage. And so that's why I went through kind of the process to apply.
So you two both had such fantastic customer-focused campaigns. I mean, you wouldn't be up on stage here if you didn't. What is it about customer-centric that means so much to you?
Wow, so this sounds almost like I'm just trying to be a poster child, but in truth, when we had our meetings, the team that was running this campaign, what kept running through the back of our head is our CEO keeps saying that leaders have to lead. It is incumbent upon you to be the one who, you know, paves the way for everybody. And so he also, at the same time, he's really about the customer, and he is so charismatic, and he is the one who wants to meet every single customer who has a success or a win. And it's infectious, so I think it flows from the top down. And we say we drink our own champagne, we eat our own dog food. Well, we live his vision. And you can't have a company the size of ours unless that's doing what we do, unless we're all following that same dream. So all of our customers, when they succeed, you know, we're the ones in the background high-fiving ourselves, and you know, in the foreground we're high-fiving them, but in the background we're going, yeah, do you see that? That's our stuff.
So our company we've been around for 30 years, always been focused on the customer. We have a very good customer support department. The sales department doesn't oversell. I mean, it's really good. The marketing department, not so much. We got a little bit into marketing speak and some of these things, and so some of the campaigns that we did to win this really helped get our marketing department focused on the customer and understanding the customer, and it gave us a lot of knowledge and really highlighted them as the hero of our story. And so I think it really helped us join the rest of the company, so we had the same customer first approach that the rest of the company did. And then it actually fed everybody else, and they started becoming even more focused on the customer based on our marketing.
Yeah, your big thing this year was, you know, we had to get over ourselves, and that's what your campaign was all about, is just getting over ourselves and selling ourselves and really focusing on the customer. Yeah. So what do you both hope that the attendees of your sessions will take away from it?
That's a great question. I think that, long story short, we came up with a way to do this campaign on volunteer effort, if you will. We do not have, you know, an unlimited pool of talent. Everybody had a day job. And the first thing that we did was ask everyone, my VP, Michelle, she called us all together and she asked if we could all work on this project. And anyone who had too much on their plate no hard feelings, they were able to say no. But the people who stayed, then we asked for volunteers to run different work streams and to streamline and to work in ways that we hadn't done before. So our internal sort of motto is to build bridges, not silos. And it meant getting out of our comfort zone a little bit, but our corporate theme, again, I'm quoting my CEO, he keeps saying, simplify everything so that you can do anything. And so we just kept coming back to that. And what could we simplify so that we could achieve this huge campaign, that we could get this thing into market? And that's, I hope, what people can take away, that simplicity really is the easiest path forward. And it's not the most obvious path, but it is the one that'll get you there.
I hope they just take away that they can do it. I was actually sitting in a very small conference for 30 people, and they were emphasizing some of these customer-first approaches and saying, you can do this in your industry. So I had to stop and think, we can do this in construction. So I'm literally, going through that. Would this apply to my industry? And I thought, I think it would. So, and now I'm, here 3 years later to say, okay, this does work. I would say, look in your own industry. Can we do some of these same things? Can we leverage the talent that we already have? We didn't have, Hollywood videographers, these sorts of things, but we were able to get some really good content just by using internal people. You'd be surprised at what people can do if given the chance. So I'd say look and see where you can apply some of these best practices in your area, and then go apply some of them. They won't all work, but go apply some of them, and you'll be surprised what happens.
All right, and Dan, I'm kind of putting you on the spot here because I didn't prep you for this question, but you spoke last year at MarketingSherpa Summit. This is Ginger's first time speaking, so as a veteran presenter here, do you have any advice for her?
Oh.
No, one of the things I like is that there's always a moderator there, so it's very conversational, so just relax, have some fun, throw some anecdotes in there. I wasn't so much the veteran of speaking as getting to listen. I loved all the best practices. I took page after page of notes. So, my only advice would be to give something to people so they can take it home and apply what you did in their own companies.
Great, fantastic. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And if you would like to see more content, please go to MarketingSherpa.com.